You don't have to be strong all the time, and I'm saying that as someone who tried to hold it together, be the steady one, the one who keeps going, even when it hurt, even when I was breaking. My name is Cole, and I know what it feels like to carry more than you're meant to for longer than you should. But here's the thing. Strength isn't about holding it in. It's about knowing when to let go and still being here. Most of us grew up believing that being strong meant staying quiet, pushing through, not asking for help, not feeling too much. And if that sounds familiar, I just want to say this. You're not weak for being tired. You're not weak for needing support. You're not broken because your body is asking for rest or your heart is asking to be seen. This video isn't about falling apart. It's about giving yourself permission not to carry everything alone. We're going to talk about what real strength looks like, the kind that isn't loud, but honest. We'll talk about nervous system pressure, about survival mode, and about how to begin shifting out of the need to hold everything all the time. You don't have to let it all go tonight, but you can start by not pretending anymore. Let's talk about that. We learn early what strength is supposed to look like. For some of us, it's silence. For others, control. For many, it's doing everything for everyone else, and almost nothing for ourselves. Somewhere along the way, we internalize this quiet contract. If we just keep going, if we just keep holding it in, everything will stay okay. We become the steady one, the dependable one, the one who never cries at the wrong time, never asks for help, never lets the cracks show. But here's what that kind of strength costs. It costs your breath, your sleep, your ability to actually feel safe, not just look like you are. When the nervous system stays in high alert for too long, the body adapts. You stop recognizing the signs of tension. Your jaw stays tight, your shoulders stay high. You get so used to clenching, you forget what soft feels like. You think, this is just how I am, but it's not. It's just how you've survived. And no one told you that surviving like that has a price. You don't explode, man, you slowly disconnect. From your body, from your needs, from your people. That's not strength. That's shutdown. And it's not your fault. You were never weak for doing what you had to do, but you don't have to keep doing it forever. You might not even notice it at first. You think you're just tired, or irritable, or unfocused. But slowly your body starts whispering what your mouth won't say. The tension in your shoulders doesn't leave, even when the stress does. Your breath gets shallow. Sleep doesn't feel like rest. You wake up already bracing for the day. You eat less, or more. You isolate. You stay quiet longer than you need to. And if someone asks how you are, you say, I'm fine. Not because you're lying, but because you've convinced yourself there's no time or space to be anything else. That's not strength, that's survival, and there's nothing wrong with surviving. But your body wasn't meant to live in emergency mode forever. Eventually, the system starts to wear out. You feel it as exhaustion that sleep won't fix. You feel it as detachment in your relationships. You feel it as a sense of distance, not just from others, but from yourself. This is your body trying to get your attention, not to punish you, not to make you feel broken, but to say, you don't have to do it this way anymore. And the moment you stop pretending you're okay when you're not, that's the moment your system finally gets the message. We're allowed to soften now. Real strength isn't loud. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't look like always having it together or never breaking down. Real strength is the moment you choose honesty over performance. When you say, I'm not okay right now, and let that be enough. Strength is taking one deep breath when your whole body wants to shut down. It's allowing tears to come, even when no one else sees. It's canceling something when you're overwhelmed. Not out of weakness, but because you finally heard yourself say no. It's not easy, especially when you've been the strong one for so long. When everyone around you is used to leaning on you. When vulnerability feels like failure, because no one ever modeled what real openness looks like. But here's the truth. There's nothing more resilient than a nervous system that knows how to come down, to regulate, to soften, to rest. There's nothing braver than saying, I need a minute, or I can't carry this by myself anymore. That's not collapse. That's capacity. And when you show up like that, not for anyone else, but for yourself, you're not getting weaker. You're becoming more human, more rooted, more able to breathe and not break. That kind of strength, it's quiet. And it lasts. You don't have to be strong all the time. You never did. It's okay to fall apart a little, to not know what you need, to not have the words. Sometimes strength looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like saying no. Sometimes it's just getting through the day without pretending you're fine. And that's enough. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not weak for needing to lay something down. If this spoke to something in you, if even a part of you finally exhaled, I hope you let that be the start of something softer. You can still be steady, still be reliable, still be you, without carrying it all alone. Thank you for being here, for listening, for staying with yourself, even when it's heavy. I'll be here next time. Cole.